Welcome into the 247 Sports YouTube channel. I am Blair Angulo for another live commitment announcement. That's what we do here. It's Commit HQ. Top 24/7 linebacker Mason Posa is getting set to reveal his choice. He is down to Oregon, Texas A&M, and Wisconsin, one of the best linebackers in America, 6'3", 210, out of La Cueva High School in Albuquerque, New Mexico, the highest rated prospect from New Mexico in a decade, a decorated wrestler as well, two-time 5A state champion, the Ducks, the Aggies, the Badgers. He's taken some official visits. He has a number of scholarship offers, but right now he is ready to reveal his college commitment. So let's head out to the cave in New Mexico, La Cueva High School in Albuquerque, to bring in one of the best linebackers in the country, Mason Posa. Mason, I know you have a crowd there with you. What is this moment like for you?
It's a dream come true. I've always dreamed about this situation. Every day, just every night, just thinking about which hat I'm going to choose. And it's a great experience. And just seeing this many people out here, it just shows that this community is behind me. And I'm very thankful, and I give thanks to God every day.
We mentioned New Mexico being the number one rated player in that state and being one of the highest rated players in over a decade. You're also a decorated wrestler. What's that been like to juggle both sports, but also have the profile as one of the most coveted recruits in the country?
Again, I'm super blessed for it. It kind of gives me a chip on my shoulder, because I can't really slack off. I just got to keep working my heart out and just keep competing with kids from here and all over the country, and I just always tried to be the best I could be.
You have been on a number of college visits. You have a number of scholarship offers. What was the process like for you as you started to navigate through things and getting on campuses and meeting with some coaches?
Well, going back to my freshman year, I started on varsity. I played about 7 games, but I was just going through that process. I really wasn't believing in myself, but until I got my first offer my freshman year at the UNM football camp, I really started to believe that I could go D1 and I could make my dreams come a reality. Going to my sophomore year, it was still just quiet, but I picked up an offer from New Mexico State that summer. And then going to my junior year after all those camps, didn't really pick up any offers from the camps. But starting my junior year off, first 3 games in, I think I had 8, 9, 10 Power 5 Division I offers. And it's been one great ride, And again, I'm super blessed. And it's just been just ups. And I wouldn't trade it for the world.
Your recruitment blew up, and now you are down to 3 schools: Oregon, A&M, and Wisconsin. I'm going to give you the floor, Mason. Where are you headed to play your college football?
So first, I kind of want to make a speech out, to everyone in the crowd. Here, scoot back, Coach. So thank you guys for coming. This means a lot. This really shows me who's got my back behind this community. I'm very blessed to be announcing my commitment to y'all. First, I want to thank Jesus Christ for this amazing journey. I'm so blessed to be here today, surrounded by my friends, family, coaches, and teammates. I want to thank my mom and dad for the advice, wisdom, and support they have given me. And I'm very thankful for everything they have done, and I can't wait to make them even more proud. To my sisters, I want to thank them for dealing with my recruiting trips and being my biggest supporters. I cherish all the memories we've made, all the jokes we shared. You guys are really my best friends. Thank you, guys. I love y'all. Football has always been my passion, but I can't ignore how much the sport of wrestling has impacted my life. I want to thank my wrestling coaches, Trey Saxon, Eric Green, Jeff Green, and Manny Garcia, for constantly pushing me to beat my dad's record. Watch out, Pops. To my teammates, I'm thankful for all the hangouts, the wins and the losses, giving each other a hard time at practice, and also winning that state championship. Thank you, guys. Ever since I could remember, I wanted to play football, but my Yaffle years is when my love for the sport grew even more. I want to thank Coach Cherry, Johnson, Hicks, Ryder, Giesler, Ricard, Baca, Sanchez, Armijo, Mitchell, Lee, Klein, and Lucero for making me love football even more than I can imagine. To the offensive coaches, thank you for challenging me and pushing me to be better. Coach Back, Hurley, Lloydell, Nee, and Perea, Thank you guys for believing in me my freshman year. I'm still working on convincing you guys to let me play offense, but hopefully that changes your guys' mind. But in all seriousness, I appreciate all the times you guys came in early and stayed late to watch film with me, or even just loan me your guys' ear to talk to me if I was down. I want to thank Dr. Granemeyer, Dr. John Franco, Phil Baca, Xavier Vigil, Coach Stev, and Doc for making sure my body was always ready for the field and working on your days off to help me out and get better and to become a better football player and athlete. Miss Lee, I wish you stayed one more year, but thank you for supporting me on the field and in the classroom. I really hope I see you at my graduation and games. To all my teachers and staff at La Cueva, thank you for being patient with all the trips I've been on and helping me stay on track in class and balancing my schoolwork. Thank you to Conor O'Toole for working out with me, the Hammockers, David, Hunter, Barrett, and Miss Vetto for waking up early every morning, training me in your weight room, feeding me breakfast, and taking me to school. Thank you to Mike Schaefer for his guidance, encouragement, come to Jesus calls, most importantly, seeing my talent and believing in me and getting my name out there for the nation to see. To my extended family and girlfriend, thank you for coming to all my games, keeping up with my recruiting process, and always showing me love when I needed it the most. Shout out to my cousin, Austin Pacheco, for literally finding every article, interview, video, stat, you name it. I've seen all of it. I want to congratulate my cousin, Dylan Pacheco, for committing to New Mexico State to play football, and I can't wait to watch you ball out. Last but not least, to the entire La Cueva community, I'm so proud to be a Bear, and I want to take all the support I've gotten while making my decision. Thank you guys for coming out again. And for the moment we've all been waiting for. For the next 3 to 4 years, I'll be committed to the University of, y'all already knew, University of Wisconsin.
The Wisconsin Badgers go into the state of New Mexico for a big win.
Do a little interview, but thank you guys again. Appreciate it.
He's going to bring the laptop back around. Mason, congratulations on your commitment to the Wisconsin Badgers. What made that program the choice for you?
You know, it really stuck out, you know, the coaching staff and just really the players. You know, I've been there about that was my third time going up there. And just, I mean, the coaches, you know, I knew they were great. You know, I knew the town was amazing, you know, but what really I was looking for on these official visits was to see, which players, really I felt comfortable with, you know, and Wisconsin really just fit me there. Those players were great to me. You know, I had a blast out there. And it's just, I knew Wisconsin was home.
I'm sure you gave Coach Luke Fickell a heart attack there where you picked up the hat and put it back down. This was the second Power Conference offer. You mentioned early on in your junior season, you got Washington, and then Wisconsin followed quickly after that. How much did that mean to you, them showing belief in your talent that early in the recruiting process?
You know, it meant a lot, you know. Again, second Power 5 offer, you know, it means the world, you know, and I know that staff has believed in me in so long, you know, and I hear I'm their number one guy, and I'm ready to go win them championships. You know, I'm ready to bring a national title to the University of Wisconsin. And I'm excited. I'm kind of nervous, but I'm super excited, and I love Madison. I love that coaching staff. You know, all wrestlers. You know, I know that school is the grit and the grind, and that's what I wanted. And that's what I was looking for.
For all the Wisconsin fans that are watching this live and later on YouTube, describe your game and describe what you're going to be bringing to Madison.
Well, you guys are getting an animal. You're getting a beast, you know. I want to be a first-round pick, and, you know, I'm going to be in the NFL, and I'm going to win us some national titles. And, you know, I know some of the recruits that we have, and there's something special cooking up in Wisconsin. I'm excited. We're gonna make that university great.
A huge pickup for Wisconsin, four-star linebacker Mason Posa. Thank you so much for announcing here on the 247 Sports YouTube channel, and enjoy the rest of your night. Congratulations.
Yes, sir. Thank you for having me. I appreciate it. On
Big
Wisconsin,
time.
baby!
Big time prospect headed to Wisconsin. Jump around, Badgers fans. We're going to bring on Badger 24/7 staff writer Nick Osen to break down this commitment from a Wisconsin side of things. Now, Nick, you saw it there. He wants to be a first-round draft pick. He wants to win a national championship. When you see his film, when you see and visualize what he's going to be able to do in that Wisconsin defense, what do you see?
Absolutely, Blair. You know, when I watch Mason, quite honestly, I've had to go back and watch several times some of that film. It's just so impressive. You check his size, he's 6'3, 210, 215, obviously a really established wrestler, but he still moves very well. He's got athleticism, as you can see kind of in, some of the highlights. He can cover in space. He's, of course, a pass rusher. He can be trusted on and off the ball. And frankly, Blair, he's a really violent player. And that's something that obviously is a major thing in Big Ten football. He's going to a spot, and I'll get into this a little bit more, but developing linebackers is one of the great things that they do here in Madison. Big time player. From knowing him a little bit, speaking with him, he's a leader. He's somebody that's going to take a vocal role on the defense. And quite honestly, I can't think of a better, more well-timed addition for this class in this young man. Really, really big pickup and a terrific future. I did a scouting report I'll be sharing in a few minutes. There's no question he can get to those goals and be a first, second, third round pick in the NFL draft. I just know his size, his talent, and the work ethic that he'll be bringing to Madison.
Very easy to hear it from him, too, when he discusses and when he maybe in a way describes what his goals are. I think it's a huge recruiting win. It shows that Wisconsin can flex its muscles to beat out places like Oregon and A&M for a coveted recruit like this one. How did you think they got this done?
Yeah, absolutely. Blair, quite honestly, it's relationships. I'll say two pieces, relationships and development. Now, I'll go first, relationships. They can be said really anywhere, but whether you're talking about the head coach in Luke Fickell, the recruiting department here at Wisconsin, the position coaches, and even just the love from the fan base, I'm really telling you and kind of covering this. They dotted all their I's, they crossed their T's, they went in depth throughout. I think, quite honestly, they were behind a little bit, maybe to an Oregon or an A&M or Texas Tech. And this spring unofficial visit, I think, really kind of opened his eyes a little bit to the people, the connections that he has in Wisconsin while getting back to campus, because it had been 7 or 8 months since he'd really been there, busy with football, busy with wrestling. I think that was major. And then just number two, Blair, laying out the plan for him. He's not kidding when he says he was the top guy. He was one of the highest targets on the entire board, not just linebacker, not just defense. I think one thing that this staff is really, really good at, and why they will be elevated back to that elite status in the ever-changing Big Ten, is they evaluate, they develop, and they close on their top guys. So I think he sees what is possible, whether you think about TJ Watt, Leo Chenal, TJ Edwards, all these Wisconsin linebackers on or off the ball that get to the league. I think that resonated with this young man as well. But first and foremost, the relationships from some of those top guys in Madison.
Mason Posa becomes the headliner of this group that right now is pacing for a top 15 finish in the composite team recruiting rankings for this 2024 class. Now, Nick, I'm going to put you on the spot here a little bit. What else is on the horizon for the Badgers?
Yeah, definitely. So, they've had a really good couple of weeks. I think that's, worth noting first and foremost. But who else is kind of on the horizon? A 4-star for us, as well as the composite, a big-time offensive lineman, Hardy Watts. Now, Clemson, Michigan, and Wisconsin are all in deep here. The Badgers really blew his socks off. They really impressed him on a recent official visit for Hardy. So they're in deep there. Very much alive for composite 4-star wideout Eugene Hilton. There are a couple 4-star edges or outside linebackers. I'll name Jaden Woods as somebody they're still very much in for. A high 3-star wideout, Moise Tunkara. I have an early CB there. He's taken his visits. But again, Wisconsin very, very much alive, if not leading for some of those guys. They just recently flipped somebody from Minnesota to Torin Petaway to get to this number 18 commit. So I can't really say enough about their closing ability, the relationships, and again, the development aspect, Blair, I think is what is going to elevate Luke Fickell and the Badgers. I do think they'll end up in that top 14 to 18 or 19 range for this class.
Yeah, a lot to like there with the Wisconsin Badgers. They add another top 24/7 prospect in Mason Posa. Nick, thank you so much for joining us. Make sure you stay locked in to Badger 24/7 for all the coverage there. Evan Flood, Nick Osen, all the staff there doing a terrific job as we approach the summer, heading into the inaugural Big Ten season as we know it now. And while you're at it, make sure you stay locked in here, right here to the 247 Sports YouTube channel. Like this video, subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any more live commitments, and you get all the inside info on your favorite college football team. For Nick Osen and Mason Posa, I am National Recruiting Analyst Blair Angulo. Thank you so much for tuning in.